Welcome to the Sankofa Pan-African series. We travel through history's corridors, illuminating Afrocentric narratives. Support us through Patreon or by buying me coffee. Your subscription is a great start, but do hit the bell for notifications so you know when we have new episodes. Share our videos and visit our website sankofastorybooks.com for stories, biographies, Afrocentric nursery rhymes, and other resources for children. Together can change the negative narratives about us. Haiti. The land where stability is more elusive than a unicorn, and foreign intervention is the unwanted gift that keeps on giving. Picture it, a once thriving country, now reduced to a fabulous potpourri of chaos, courtesy of ever unhelpful international meddlers. Between the military interference and political puppeteering, Haiti's resilience has been tested beyond measure. Why has Haiti become a playground for a game of who can meddle more, featuring a star-studded cast of foreign powers? This episode delves into the historical context of these interventions and their impacts on Haiti's current situation. And buckle up, because we're also going to explore the wild idea that maybe, just maybe, Haitians should be allowed to decide Haiti's future. Revolutionary, isn't it? Let's start by taking a quick look at Haiti's historical background. Haiti's fight for independence was a remarkable journey that began in the late 18th century amidst the brutal conditions of French colonial rule and slavery. The island, then known as Saint-Domingue, was the richest colony in the whole world, which was why it was dubbed the Pearl of the Antilles for its massive production of sugar, coffee, and indigo, all built on the backs of an enslaved African population. The initial uprising in 1791, led by figures such as Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and Henri Christophe, sparked a brutal war against the colonial powers. Despite facing immense military challenges, the enslaved Africans managed to outmaneuver and defeat the French forces under Napoleon, leading to Haiti declaring its independence in 1804. Please watch our episodes on the history of Haiti and the biography of Toussaint Louverture for more about Haiti's remarkable struggle for independence. Haiti's independence was not only a significant event in the Caribbean, but also a monumental moment in the history of the world's black populations, whether enslaved or colonized. It marked the first and only successful slave rebellion that led to the establishment of a free sovereign state. This victory was a beacon of hope for enslaved and oppressed peoples worldwide, challenging the prevailing ideologies of racial superiority and colonialism. It symbolized the possibility of freedom and the right of all people to self-determination and dignity. The Haitian Revolution dealt a significant blow to Napoleon Bonaparte's ambitions in the New World. Napoleon, keen on expanding the French Empire, aimed to restore French control over Saint-Domingue and use it as a base to control the Americas. However, the resilience, strategic guerrilla tactics, and fierce combativeness of the Haitian rebels under leaders like Dessalines proved too formidable for the French troops, weakened by yellow fever and guerrilla warfare. The defeat in Haiti was also significant because it forced Napoleon to abandon plans for the Americas, leading to the sale of the Louisiana Territory to the United States, which doubled the size of the US and significantly impacted the geopolitical landscape of the region. Following its independence, Haiti faced immediate hostility from Western powers, including the United States and European nations, which refused to recognize the new nation. The primary reason for this was the threat that a successful slave rebellion posed to slave-holding countries and colonies around the world. It is the reason why Haiti has never been allowed to thrive. This has been the one crime that the developed world has been making. Haiti pay for, while the rest of us have simply allowed them to keep punishing Haiti for it, over and over again. First, Haiti's isolation led to major economic and developmental challenges. Without international recognition, Haiti struggled to establish trade relationships, and its economy suffered immensely. the lack of diplomatic recognition also made Haiti vulnerable to threats and invasions, further hampering its development. This isolation continued well into the 19th century, with the United States only recognizing Haiti in 1862 during the Civil War, when the issue of slavery was being contested within its own borders. As illogical and unfair as it was, Haiti, the nascent nation, was forced to pay indemnity payments to France, indebting it for generations and stunting its economic growth. The 20th century saw the United States occupying Haiti from 1915 to 1934, further destabilizing the nation's governance structures and economy. Throughout the years, embargoes and political pressures have exacerbated Haiti's challenges, culminating in a cycle of dependency, intervention, political instability, and poverty. In 2010, a massive earthquake hit Haiti, and suddenly, the major powers all said they wanted to help. They rushed to throw money at the problem without involving Haitians in their plans. So guess what? A lot of that money didn't go where it was supposed to, and the big plans failed. Naturally, Haitians were blamed for that failure instead of the do-gooders, admitting it was because the people who know Haiti best, actual Haitians, got skipped over. Shocking, right? Turns out, handing out help isn't so helpful if you forget to ask the locals what they need. With the current chaos in Haiti, the refrain, "Oh look, Haiti's in trouble again," is just so much easier to sing. And as usual, the cavalry of foreign meddlers is riding to the rescue, only to trip over their own feet. Of course, the Western media's having a field day, painting Haiti as the poster child for chaos. Because who cares about Haiti's cultural richness or the people's strength when you can sell the story of a country teetering on the edge? And let's not forget the West's favorite pastime, propping up governments that couldn't find legitimacy with the people. It's like watching someone try to put out a fire with gasoline. So helpful, right? Oh, sure, because nothing says a stability like foreign boots on the ground, right? It's not like Haitians themselves have any clue about what they need, right? Better to have outsiders come in and keep the merry-go-round of turmoil spinning. And isn't it adorable how Haitian civil society thinks they can solve their own problems? Bless them. Maybe, just maybe, the international big shots could try something groundbreaking, like actually listening to the locals. But no, that would mean treating Haiti like it has its own voice. And we can't have that again, can we? Not after it dared to try to prove to the world that a former slave colony led by non-Europeans could manage its own affairs after a successful rebellion. So why are we surprised by some right-wing press and influencers in social media who have become fiction authors overnight? In their latest fantasy, they're trying to sell us the tale that Haitians are, wait for it, cannibals. Because of course, when you're short on facts, why not dive straight into the colonial era storybook of horror tropes? It's the perfect way to sweep all that pesky, rich Haitian culture and history under the rug. Who needs the burden of truth when you can just scaremonger and score some cheap, bigoted thrills? Hats off to these paragons of virtue for keeping the dark ages alive and kicking with their storytelling. Because nothing screams credible journalism quite like reviving medieval slows in the 21st century, right? The United States definitely seems to have a bit of a control issue when it comes to Haiti, persistently using military might to prop up a government that many consider as legitimate as a $3 bill. It's as if the extensive, thoughtful plans laid out by Haitian civil society groups are invisible to them, probably just misplaced somewhere between the Pentagon and the State Department. Meanwhile, there's a motley crew of nations like Honduras, St. Vincent, Grenada, and Colombia scratching their heads and thinking there has to be another way. So they're tossing around ideas for a new approach, one that might be a tad radical. It involves actually letting Haitians steer their own ship. Wild concept, right? These countries are tinkering with the idea of supporting a homegrown political solution in Haiti, free from the puppet strings of external powers. These countries actually believe Haitians have the savvy to navigate their political waters. Revolutionary indeed. How did Haiti end as a country whose president was severely beaten before he was shot multiple times inside the presidential palace, a situation which has now strengthened criminal gangs who are now running the country? Oh, the road to Haiti's present chaos is just littered with a few teeny-weeny bumps, like, centuries of foreign meddling. But hey, who's counting? The real shocker is the solution might actually be in the hands of Haitians themselves. Who would have thought? All this time, outside help was often just a fancy way of making things worse. Now there's a novel idea maybe the rest of the world could try, standing back and letting Haiti run its own show. Isn't it time we let them have a go at this thing called self-determination? They might even surprise us and end up turning things around for the better. Imagine that.